keen photographer as well.
Yeah.
Got a video on there.
So we had just taken off from the landing strip in southwest of England, and we were flying in a Cessna 172 that day. It was extremely nice conditions. The sky was completely clear. There was no rain, no wind, nothing like that. Very good visibility overall. And the captain, who was Captain Ian, he showed me how to use most of the things in the plane, like the rudder, the steering column that you can see there, right in front of me. And he was showing me the 3-finger rule, which was right above the dashboard. You had to have 3 fingers between the dashboard and the horizon, and you were flying level. So it was a 45-minute flight, and it was actually very, very smooth up until the end, where there was a little turbulence going through the hills, but other than that, it was very good. So with me in the plane was Captain Ian, my dad, and my uncle Michael. And my dad was using my big camera to film me and some of the surroundings, and my uncle was doing the same thing, I believe, so we could get as much footage as possible. And right here you can see Captain Ian showing me some of the different instruments and pointing to the outside of the plane. And at this point he is turning the plane, and what I had to do was recover from this by turning the steering column and using the rudder at the same time to make sure that the tail was following the nose of the plane. Now, a Cessna 172 is only a light aircraft, and I want to be a commercial airline pilot and fly the big planes that you guys fly on all the time. So it's going to be a long road, as the one you can see there, but we will get there in the end. We were flying at around 2,000 to 4,000 feet in the air, and at that altitude there isn't much up there in terms of other aircraft or anything like that, because everything flies a lot higher than that to combat the turbulence. And before the flight I was able to see a bunch of cool aircraft, which you may have seen at the start of the video. There was also a couple helicopters and a giant skydiving plane that they were taking up and dropping people out of at about 6,000 feet. And they had to skydive all the way back down to the ground. And there was actually a skydiving team there called the Red Devils, who were pretty famous in the UK and I think all over the world. Now, over that body of water there that you can see, that is Wales. And right below us, I think, is a city called Bridgewater. And over just on the bank over there, there is a nuclear power station which is being built, Hinkley Point Power Station. And then you have the hills right there. And we were kind of going around in a circle for a little while just so that I could figure out how to use the rudder and everything like that. Now, we were wearing headsets the whole time, so we could hear each other speak, and we could listen to the air traffic control, who was talking to Captain Ian at the same time that we were talking to each other. And that way we were able to figure out where we need to go and things like that. I couldn't actually get the cameras connected to that, which is why I'm doing this voiceover. Yeah. Now, this flight was a birthday present from my parents, and I've wanted to at least try to fly a plane for a little while now, and this was my first chance to get started. I'm 16 years old at the time of this video, and I think that's the age that you can get a pilot's license. You need to have 30 hours of flying to be a pilot, to be a private pilot. To be a commercial pilot, you need over 1,500 hours. And that was my first 45 minutes of flying, which I got on a certificate, so I'll be able to use that towards my piloting career in the future.
that way. Cessna 172. And jeez. And I got a certificate.
Pretty cool.